Hello class, this is your instructor James Saunders coming to you from beautiful Sparta, Tennessee. I hope you're doing well. I'd like to welcome you to Workshop 4. Can you believe this course is nearly over? Well, just like last week, I'm going to work really hard to keep this video very short, get straight to the point, so you can get back to your families, get back to your studies, and all the other things that are more important than hearing me drone on. So by way of reading, in our primary text, you have Chapter 6. Now this is going to deal primarily with group work. And then in the big book, we're going to have Chapters 4 and 5. Now, by way of assignments, your two discussion boards are going to build extensively off of what you read in Chapter 6. Particularly, you're going to be talking about group goals and also group rules. So I would imagine for many of you, this will not be your first exposure to either reading about groups, or you've probably also facilitated groups or been part of groups in the past. So I look forward to what you have to say in those two discussion boards. Please, as you have been in previous weeks, be sure to incorporate your own personal experiences, personally or professionally. That always adds to the discussion. And really do a good job, like you have been in the past, of incorporating the text. Make sure you, as always, post on 3 different days of the workshop to get maximum points. Be sure you include a reference, and be sure that you include in-text citations throughout your at least your initial post. Okay, now as far as the writing assignment is concerned this week, that is going to really build off of the big book, Chapter 4, where you're going to be talking about spirituality. Chapter 4 in particular talks about people who, we agnostics, those who move from having no relationship with God, perhaps no real belief, no identifying of a higher power, those who move from that end of the spectrum to recognizing that there is a higher power, that there is a need for spirituality and a place for God in all of our lives. So your writing assignment only has to be 2 pages, but you're going to talk about your own belief system, and that again is going to build off of some of your readings out of the big book, Chapter 4. Okay, where am I now? Group project. You've been working diligently on your group project all these weeks, so this is the time that it finally culminates, comes together. Make sure that when you're pulling all of your slides together, that you pay careful attention to the instructions, that you have proper format, the correct number of slides, that you have at least 6 references, that you have a slide identifying the team members and their responsibilities. As always, if you have any questions, any concerns, please email me, write me in the faculty forum. You can call me or text me at 931-510-7747. When I post this video, I'm also going to include some bibliographic information for a couple of textbooks that are also related to the topic of group counseling. Briefly, here they are. I think I mentioned this one at the outset of the course. Group Treatment for Substance Abuse. This one is based off of the Stages of Change model, the trans-theoretical model. You'll actually read about that in Chapter 6 of this week. Here's another great book for those of you who want an in-depth study, very thick book, The Theory and Practice of Group Psychotherapy, Group Dynamics, Group Counseling, Groups Process and Practice, and then lastly, Psychoeducational Groups. And each of these resources does not in and of itself talk about addictions counseling, but it talks about the idea of how to form groups, their purpose, how to go about facilitating them, having rules, goals, and the like. So I wanted to include, as always, as much information, as many resources as possible. So that's it in a nutshell. Looks like I'm in under 5 minutes. I'm doing good. Hey guys, keep up the good work. I know it can be tough, but if you have any needs, don't forget to reach out to me or your classmates. We can be in prayer for one another, right? You guys are doing great. Look forward to what you have to offer. I'll be grading your Workshop 3 assignments as quickly as possible. Y'all take care. Have a blessed night.